So as we know, 2020 was the year of Mario. It was Mario's 35th anniversary, but 2021 could be something very, very special for Zelda. I've got a ton of stuff here I want to talk about, and I think I've got a lot of really solid reasons here why Zelda's 35th anniversary will probably be a bigger deal than Mario's. What's up, guys? Welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. If you are new here, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and when you're down there, go into the description and click that link to our Discord. We're in there every day talking about all kinds of stuff, including Zelda. So make sure you do that, and I will see you in there after this video. Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff here that I want to try to cover. I'm gonna try to condense it all down. So this isn't a crazy long video, but there's a lot here. I'm gonna start with some rumors and stuff that we've heard, some things that might be coming. We'll talk about the stuff we know. We'll talk about all the possibilities of anything that could be coming and a whole lot more. But guys, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's start with some of the rumors that we've heard. Some of the things we've seen being passed around. We saw a retailer post something about a Breath of the Wild 2 special edition, or some type of limited edition Breath of the Wild 2 something. Now, while at the time it kind of made it seem like Breath of the Wild might be coming in 2020, clearly we know that's not happening now. So maybe this is something that we will see in 2021. That would be cool. Now, we saw Nintendo file a ton of different trademarks and renew some trademarks, and a lot of that was along the same lines as what they did for Mario for the 35th anniversary stuff that we saw. So that right there is a pretty good indication of what we should be expecting for next year as far as Zelda goes and a 35th anniversary celebration. Now, another thing I thought was very interesting is there were some Ocarina of Time trademarks renewed, which, you know, that might be nothing, but that could mean we are gonna see Ocarina of Time on the Switch, which would be amazing. Now, there are a lot of other rumors out there. You know, the Zelda 35th anniversary celebration, you know, is a rumor. It's really not even a rumor. It's just pretty much, it's really just something that we all kind of assume is going to happen. But with some of those leaks and rumors, it does look more and more like this is actually going to be a thing. Let's start with the collections, because I feel like that's probably something we are definitely going to get. Some type of a Zelda collection, whether it be like the 3D All-Stars collection we just got from Mario, maybe we get Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and maybe we finally get that HD version of Skyward Sword. It's possible, but they really didn't do much to any of those games for Mario. So if they do it for Zelda, I mean, that's kind of a slap in the face to Mario, honestly. But I don't know, who knows? They may not even do that. Or maybe we'll just get the double pack. I'd be fine with the double pack. They may sell Skyward Sword if they do it, which that was another rumor that we've heard. Don't know how I forgot about that, but that was another rumor that we heard. They may do that on its own. But then that makes me kind of wonder about another thing, which brings me back to some of the rumors and leaks that we've had, and that's the fact that we've seen those new trademark things filed for Ocarina of Time. So what about those games? What about Ocarina of Time? What about Majora's Mask? Are we gonna see those? Could they be remastered? Or maybe just up-resed a little bit and thrown on the Switch? Maybe it would be a situation like Monster Hunter, what was it? Monster Hunter Generations that was on the 3DS. It kind of just got upscaled and thrown on the Switch. And it actually looked really good. I think doing something like that with the 3DS versions of those two games would be completely acceptable to me. Just get them on the Switch, that's all I really care about. And I mean, who knows? Maybe we would see those two games completely remastered. Probably not. I'm gonna say probably not. But I think a higher possibility would be that we see something like maybe Minish Cap or Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, maybe remastered something like we got with Link's Awakening. I think that is a very real possibility. Maybe even in that same style of Link's Awakening. I would be totally okay with that. Now, we could also see another spin-off game. Maybe we would see something done with a smaller developer like we did with Cadence of Hyrule. Also another possibility, and that one seemed to do pretty well, so I think Nintendo might be okay with maybe trying that again. But here's something I really, really want to talk about. This is kind of what really excites me about this entire thing. Now, obviously I could be way, way off with this, but there are a few things I think we can look at from the Mario 35th anniversary that might carry over, as far as games anyway, that might carry over into the Zelda 35th anniversary as well. Now, stick with me on this one, but what if we got something along the lines of a Tetris 99 or Mario 35? So imagine it's in the old 8-bit style Zelda, top down, But as other people beat their enemies, they come into where you're at. But to get to your next square, maybe you have to solve some type of like a Zelda style puzzle, while at the same time trying to fight off all these enemies. That would be extremely, extremely fun. Now, obviously, I don't know exactly how that would work, but it is an idea that they could stick with to do for the Nintendo Switch Online users. I mean, again, I'd love that. I'd probably play that a ton. I mean, they'd probably take it away from us in a year, but hey, it would be fun for the year. Now, this is also a long shot, but what if we got a new style of Zelda game? They started messing with the idea of a Zelda Maker, kind of like a Mario Maker, but with dungeons. They started messing with that idea in Link's Awakening. So it's not completely out of the question that that might have just been a test run to see if something like that would actually work. So maybe next year we get Zelda Maker. I mean, I know people have been talking about that, and it's, you know, it's always been a possibility. I mean, why not? But who knows, maybe 2021 is the year we finally see that. So we've talked about the games, we've talked about the rumors, we've talked about the potential possibilities of new things, but let's jump on to the other side of this, and that's all the extra stuff that we got with the Mario 35th Anniversary Collection. Like Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. That was cool. And they did all kinds of other collaborations with other companies, like Puma. They did some clothing with Levi's, and a few other different things, but I think we can look at that and realistically take some of the partners that we see Nintendo teaming up with and probably assume that they're going to work with those people again. A few examples that I really want to touch on here. One being Puma, a shoe company, clothing company, I guess more shoes. But if you know anything about shoe brands and the way those type of things work, usually when you do a collaboration for a shoe, it's not just a one-off thing, especially if you're a bigger company. Like look at Adidas and Star Wars. They didn't do just one shoe. There are a lot of different Adidas Star Wars shoes. They have a whole new Mandalorian collection coming out. Actually, I think it's already out. But these companies like to do things together for at least a little bit of a period of time, not just a one-off thing, especially if it's profitable. It just makes way more sense for both sides if it's profitable to keep doing it. So I do think, yes, we'll probably see some type of Zelda shoe, probably from Puma, I would imagine. I don't see them going anywhere else for something like that at this point. Okay, real quick, as I'm editing this right now, Puma and Nintendo just announced another shoe together, so I think it's safe to say we will probably see a Zelda shoe next year. Okay, back to the video. And another one I think we are definitely going to see is another Lego collaboration. And let me explain that one a little further. Just like I said with Puma and gave the example with Star Wars and Adidas, Lego is another one of those companies that really doesn't do the whole one and done thing. Think about some of the franchises that Lego works with. Disney, Marvel, DC, not only just DC, Batman in general, Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, Minecraft, Star Wars. These were not just one and done things. Not only do they have tons and tons of different Lego sets with these franchises, they also have video games with almost every single one of them. No, they have video games with every single one of them. So it's definitely a possibility that we could, as I said in my last video, and I was kind of joking then, but the more I think about it, makes sense, we could see a Lego Zelda video game, or at least some Legend of Zelda Lego sets. I think that's a very, very strong possibility. Something else I think we're pretty much guaranteed to see is a new Smash character from Zelda. My guess would be probably one of the champions. Who knows, maybe all of the champions. I don't know. But I have a pretty strong feeling that we're gonna see a new Zelda character in Smash. And I will say this without a doubt, Animal Crossing will be getting Zelda furniture or something. There's no way they will not do that. It's gonna happen. And another thing I stumbled across last week that really got me thinking is they did also release this, the Game & Watch, and it had the original Mario and Mario 2 The Lost Levels along with the original game Ball that came on this Game & Watch. Now, I'm not really up to date on my Game & Watch system, so I did have to look this up, but there is a Zelda Game & Watch. It has 2 screens. It's a clamshell design. I think it's very possible that we could see something with that done like this, maybe with the original Zelda game on it, maybe that one, and the second one, probably not. I think they'd probably put A Link to the Past on there. I mean, I would. Now, I think that covers just about everything that I've thought of on this list. But then that brings us to another question: when and how? So I've kind of built a rough outline here I'll go over with you guys of what I think is a possibility. And this is probably gonna be way off, so you know, don't hold me to this one, but it's just something I put together that would be, I guess, a perfect scenario for me. Like if I got to choose how all this stuff came out, this is maybe the way that I would do it. So I'm guessing that we would probably end up seeing a Direct in early January, late February. A Zelda Direct. I mean, why not? Kick it off right, give us all the information, and maybe not even all the information. Maybe they'll just give us the first half of the information. So maybe at this they announce that we are getting that Zelda 35 or whatever they end up calling that, if it's a thing, and that is what's gonna take the place of the Mario 35. Just an idea, because that is going away at the end of March. So maybe we get the Zelda version at the beginning of April for a full year. That would be great. And then I think if all the rumors are true, maybe about this possible new Switch coming, maybe we'll see a Zelda collection launch sometime, maybe also April, maybe March. Maybe we'll see the Zelda collection launched with the new Switch, because I don't think they're gonna do Breath of the Wild 2 that close to Age of Calamity. I just don't think it's gonna happen. So maybe if they do decide to put that system out at that time of year, maybe we'll get that collection. Maybe we'll get the Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and the brand new Skyward Sword. It's very possible. Then maybe in June or July, we get those 3DS ports of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, done in the Monster Hunter Generations type of a remaster, just to get them looking a little bit better, throw them on the Switch, maybe even just on the eShop. Then as we get further into the year, maybe July, August, maybe we do see something like a Zelda Maker, or we get that third-party game like the Hyrule Warriors series is, or Cadence of Hyrule. Maybe we get a new something along those lines then. And then at the end of the year, I think that is when we get the big finale, and obviously that's going to be Breath of the Wild 2. Another thing that I think is a very big possibility is that we might get a special edition of that new Switch, or possibly even the Switch Lite. My guess is probably the new Switch, but we'll probably get a special edition for Breath of the Wild 2. And I mean, in my opinion, that would be an amazing year for Zelda. It would be an amazing year for me. I mean, let's just be honest. I would be so happy if all that happened. I don't think all that's gonna happen, but I do think some of it is possible. I think some of the collaborations we're gonna see with other companies, Lego, I think that's guaranteed. I think we'll probably see the Game & Watch, Puma shoes, probably. Levi's stuff, maybe. And that'll be on top of all the other new merch that they're gonna be putting out. I mean, look, they did board games. They did Mario, what was it? Monopoly? I don't even remember what it was. I'm sure we'll see all that too. But guys, this video is going to be way too long, so I'm cutting it off. Leave me a comment, let me know which one of these things in my ranting that you think is definitely going to happen. Or if you don't think any of it's gonna happen, let me know that too. Like I said, guys, make sure you click that link in the description to the Discord. And with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on this video. Make sure you are subscribed, and we will see you in the next one.